Okay, I finally got around to solo leveling, and let me say, I was wrong at first. The animation, A1. The fights, A1. The aura farming, A1. Now, I do think that the comparisons to One Piece are very unfair. While I think Solo Leveling is a good show, I did have issues with Season 1 that they did correct over in Season 2. But here's the thing, even though Solo Leveling isn't the greatest show ever created, I do think that it's the greatest of something, and that's what we're going to be breaking down in this video. What's up, guys? My name's Addy. Welcome to another episode of Kaylex Encounter, and if you've been here before, yo, Kaylex. Alright, so some of you guys already know I have a really bad habit when it comes to anime. I would honestly say it developed after the ending of Attack on Titan. Now look, I know I'm not here to compare Solo Leveling to Attack on Titan. I pinky promise to y'all, but hear me out. I can't say love, damn. I really liked Season 2 of Solo Leveling. I don't think it was perfect, and some of you guys might share the same thoughts that I'm having, which is why I kind of want to talk about it. So, Solo Leveling, I will have to admit, I wasn't a solo leveling believer at first. In fact, it took Quan telling me, yo, shut the F up, sit down, watch the first 2 episodes, then come back to me. And he was right. Those first 2 episodes of Solo Leveling, I don't know what it was, but it just turned into like this, what do you call those? Like this mystery thriller. And I'm not saying I've never seen that in an anime before, but I just love that it took on the traditional, I want to be strong anime approach, and then just dropped you right into this mystery approach. That kept me hooked. Now, that's not something that's continuously done throughout the show. I would say that was really just those first 2 episodes. But I would say throughout all of Season 1, it was really just us understanding the whole world dynamics and how Jin Woo's powers work. A big problem that I had with Season 1 was that I wanted an actual ranking. I actually wanted to see how Jin Woo would rank against someone out in the real world, like an actual A rank or S rank. And that was the big thing, right? It felt like Jin Woo was very isolated. Yes, the title of the show is called Solo Leveling. I'm not complaining about that, but I'm strictly talking about character development. I feel like Jin Woo's character, everything just felt very surface level. And so when we get to Season 2, everything that I had an issue with in Season 1 vanished, and they expanded on the world. I absolutely loved this. Seeing Jin Woo compared to these other S-rank characters that seem to be like hard, big, and bad, I'm like, yes, this is it. This is what I wanted to see. Immediately, when we get into episode 2 and he's fighting the Ice Bears and the Ice King and whatever the hell his name was, right? We see how much of a challenge the Ice King was to the other members of the team. But Jin Woo's kind of just mad that he can't arise him. I mean, he ends up getting some pretty cool polar bears. I think that's pretty dope. But I would say hands down, it isn't until we get to like episode 5 and 6 that I was really like, oh, okay, I like this show. I notice a lot of people are comparing Solo Leveling to One Piece. Why? Those are 2 different shows. I get it. You know, we take pride in the animes that we like. I was converted into a One Piece. I don't want to say I'm a One Piece fan, but I am somewhere around episode 400, and a lot of you guys witnessed the first time I watched One Piece also. That was a fun time, but Solo Leveling is a whole different beast. Now, here's the part that might get me disliked into oblivion. I don't think Solo Leveling is the greatest anime ever created. I don't think it's the best thing since sliced bread. A lot of people will tell you to start watching Solo Leveling as... Yo, I just made the connection to the One Piece fans in Solo Leveling. Both of y'all make those animes the greatest thing since sliced bread. And so when people get into it, it's like they have to see it as God. I think that's the parallel. I just pissed a lot of y'all off right now, and that's fine, because I think Solo Leveling is much better compared to an anime like God of High School. I feel the same way about JJK. I think JJK has this opportunity. This is not a JJK review, but I think JJK has this opportunity to tell this super deep, rich story, and it just doesn't. And so it's like, we're gonna give you some really cool fights and some really cool character design, and you're gonna sit down and you're gonna enjoy that. And it's clever. Like, what do you mean I'm fighting in frame rates? You get what I'm saying? So I think Solo Leveling is very similar when it comes to that. I think if you're gonna watch Solo Leveling, sit down, watch it for the fights. The story's really good too, and that was another thing. I liked that in season 2, we finally really get to see Jinwoo be humanized. Is that the word I want to use? We actually see him shed a tear, and that's when a character that he's been missing. I'm saying too much, but basically we finally see Jinwoo shed a tear, and it's stuff like that that I like, right? I want to see what's under the hood of a character and what's driving them. Now, I will say, them S-rank heroes look like scrubs now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Jinwoo be pulling up in the last second, and he do what he gotta do. Everybody's in the middle of combat, getting effed up. Jinwoo comes out, and he's doing his damn thing. Now, here's what I want to see from season 3. While I do appreciate in season 2 we got to see Jinwoo go up against other people in the world at different ranks, I now want to see a world where someone that's as OP as Jinwoo can give him a challenge. I think the last time Jinwoo really had a challenge was with Igris, and that was at the end of season 1. Cerberus was also a really fun fight for me. I like when my heroes have to struggle. So yeah, overall, I think season 2 of Solo Leveling was dope. I think you should give it a shot, but just go in, have fun. I think you'll enjoy it for that reason. I think this is a great starter anime also. If you're someone that's never watched anime, this is a really great starter. I could see this going down in history as one of those. Like, you know how like a new generation starter pack. Every time you go to a different Pokemon region, there is the starter Pokeballs. I'm going to put Solo Leveling, Demon Slayer, and maybe JJK as the new starter Pokeballs. I know I'm about to piss a lot of people off, but I think that's the best way to put it. Like, if you're someone that's trying to get into anime. My thoughts might not be a surprise to a lot of you guys, because I prefaced this by saying I love AOT, and every anime since AOT has been an uphill battle for me, which is very unfair, but hey, AOT was great. I loved AOT. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next encounter.